Hello grade 8. Today we're going to discuss the second part of redox reactions, and our objectives today is to revise the definition of a redox reaction, distinguish between oxidizing and reducing agents in a redox reaction, write the oxidation and reduction half reactions, and finally deduce the overall reaction. Redox reactions. As you can see in this figure, we have atom X and atom Y. Atom X is losing an electron. So the process by which an atom loses an electron is called oxidation. And during oxidation, we know that the oxidation number increases. So here, the oxidation number of X increases. Why? Because it's performing oxidation. Okay? Type X, when an atom performs oxidation, it's called reducing agent. Okay, so an atom that is performing oxidation is called reducing agent. Why reducing agent? Because the electron that is lost by X is reducing the second atom اللي هي Y، لأنه ال Y is gaining the electron that is lost by X. So هو عم يعمل reducing لل Y. Okay? So let me repeat. The atom X is losing electron, so the process is called oxidation. Okay? And atom X is called reducing agent. Okay, type. Atom Y, we said it's gaining an electron, so it's called reduction. So the process of gaining electron is called reduction. And during reduction, the oxidation number decreases. Okay, and the element that undergoes reduction is called oxidizing agent. They are opposite. Okay, so the atom that is performing oxidation is called reducing agent, and the atom that is performing reduction is called oxidizing agent. Okay, let me read here. We have, so X loses electrons. X is oxidized by Y. So هي عم تعمل oxidation, بس it is oxidized by Y لأنه هو ال Y oxidizing agent. And when an atom loses electrons, it becomes more positive. Y is gaining electrons, as you can see here. Y is reduced by X. So Y عمل reduction by what? By the reducing agent. So it is reduced by X. And when an atom gains an electron, it becomes more negative. Okay, so as a summary, oxidation is a process by which a chemical species loses one or more electrons. Reduction is a process by which a chemical species gains one or more electrons. As you remember this acronym, we have Leo the lion says grr. Leo, loss electrons, is oxidation, and grr, gain of electrons, is reduction. Okay, reducing agent it's called reductant, is the atom or the element that is losing electron. Oxidant or oxidizing agent هو element that is gaining electrons. And the oxidation reduction reaction or the redox reaction is a reaction where there is a transfer of electrons between the reactants. Okay, now we have, let's consider this redox reaction, which is Na plus Cl gives us NaCl. Note that NaCl is the table salt, with sodium chloride, and it is an ionic compound. What does this mean, ionic compound? So it's made up of Na plus and Cl minus. Type. How the reaction occurred? As you know, Na has the atomic number of 11. So we write its electronic configuration. Electron configuration is K2L8M1. Okay? And the electron configuration of Cl17, K2L8M7. And you know that Na is a metal and Cl17 is a non-metal. Okay, type. According to the octet rule, the valence shell, the last shell, should have a complete number of electrons. Type here, so it will Na will lose an electron, as you can see here. It has 1 m, okay? It has 1 electron on m. So it's better and it's good to lose this electron to attain the octet rule, هي stable rule of 8, okay? Here, Cl17, it needs to gain 1 electron, okay? So, as you can see here, Na will lose an electron, and this electron is gained by Cl. And when an atom loses 1 electron, it becomes positively charged by 1 plus, لأنه هون it lost only 1 electron. And here we have this electron that is lost by Na is gained by Cl, as you can see here. So the charge is minus, it has a negative charge. Okay, so and now we know that the sodium is losing 1 electron, so it's performing oxidation, and the equation of oxidation is this one. So Na is losing 1 electron, as you can see here. So electron is on the product side, ظهرتها لبرا الالكترون, okay, and it became positively charged. Okay, so Na is oxidized. Why oxidized? Because it performed oxidation لأنه it lost 1 electron. Okay, this equation or this reaction is called oxidation half reaction. Okay, and Na in this case is called a reducing agent لأنه it performed oxidation, so it's called reducing agent or reductant. Okay, this is the oxidation half reaction, and always remember the oxidation half reactions. In the oxidation half reaction, the electrons appear on the product side, as you can see here. They appear on the product side. Okay, now Cl, it is gaining 1 electron, so it's what? Reduction. This is the equation. So Cl plus 1 electron, it's gaining 1 electron, so to become Cl minus. So Cl is reduced. Why reduced? Because it's performing reduction, and this equation or reaction is called reduction half reaction لأنه Cl is gaining 1 electron to become negatively charged, and Cl in this case is what? Is oxidizing agent. Why? Because it's performing reduction. Okay, note that in the reduction half reaction, electrons appear on the reactant side. As you can see, they appear on the reactant side here. Okay, so how do we write the overall reaction? First of all, we should write the reduction half reaction, which is Cl plus 1 electrons gives Cl minus. Here, oxidation, we write the oxidation half reaction under it, which is Na is losing 1 electron to become Na plus, so Na arrow Na plus 1 electron, and the overall equation, look how do we do it. We should cross the electrons. Here we have on this side 1 electron, and here we have 1 electron, so we can cross them. Okay, 1 electron, we cross them, and we write Cl plus Na, it gives Cl minus plus Na plus. So this is the equation, the overall reaction. Okay, and you know, Na plus and Cl minus that are obtained, these ions, they attract each other by an electrostatic force, which is called the ionic bond. That's why NaCl is an ionic compound. Okay, now we have an application that says consider the following reaction, which is Al plus Zn2 plus gives us Al3 plus Zn. Type. What do we have here? We have, let us first write the oxidation numbers of all of these elements found in this reaction. Oxidation number of Al is 0. Oxidation number of Zn2 plus is plus 2 لأنه is the same as its charge. Al3 is 3 plus 3 and Zn 0. You can write, of course we should write them in Roman number. Okay, here plus 3 and here 0. Okay, so let us see the oxidation number of Al. Okay, let us see Al here. Al, the oxidation number of Al was 0 and the product is a plus 3, so it's performing what? The oxidation number is what? Is increasing. So this is oxidation or reduction? Oxidation. Oxidation. Type, let me now change the color. Type Zn. Zn, it was plus 2 and now it's 0. So oxidation number decreased. So this is reduction. Okay, so the first question says write the oxidation half reaction. Type, let's see here. We have which one? We said what? Which element is performing oxidation? Al. So Al, it's Al3 plus. So it's losing how many electrons? 3. كانت 0 صارت plus 3. So this is the oxidation half reaction. Al, it became Al3 plus 3 electrons. 3 plus. Why 3 plus? لأنه it lost 3 electrons. Okay, the second question says write the reduction half reaction. Reduction half reaction, let's look to the reaction here. What do we have? Zn, it performed what? Reduction. So Zn, it was Zn2 plus. صارت شو? It became Zn. So how? What's happening here? لأنه it's reduction, so it's gaining how many electrons? Look at the charge. كانت 2 plus صارت 0, so it's gaining 2 electrons. Okay, so Zn plus 2 electrons give us Zn. Now, the third question, which says, deduce the balanced overall reaction. So, when writing the balanced overall reaction, we should write the reduction half reaction, the oxidation half reaction above each other. Let's write them. This is the oxidation half reaction, and this is the reduction half reaction. We can write oxidation O half reaction, and here reduction R half reaction. Okay, we write them above each other. Type, let's see here in the in the first one, the product side, we have 3 electrons, and here we have 2 electrons. We cannot cross them because they are not the same number of electrons, so we should multiply each reaction by a number so that the electrons in the first reaction are equal to the electrons in the second reaction. Type, if I multiply it by 2, it will be 6, and here 4. 6. طيب إذا هون I multiplied by 2, let's say it will be 6. طيب, let me now multiply it by here I need the 2 electrons to be 6. How to by what should we multiply by? 3. So بتصير هون 6. Okay, so we should multiply by a number so that both both reactions carry the same number of electrons. So here we multiply by 2 and here we multiply by 3. Okay, so it becomes 2Al plus gives us 2Al3 plus 6 electrons. So we should write the number that we are multiplying it next to each species in this reaction. Okay, so 2Al3 plus, and here 2 times the 3 صارت 6, so 6 electrons. Now what should we write here? 3Zn2 plus 6 electrons gives us 3Zn. Now we can what? We can cross the electrons, as you can see here. Okay, here the electrons, to cross them, they should be on opposite sides. يعني here we see them in the in the product side, and here we see them in the reactant side. Okay, so we cross them. We write 2Al plus 3Zn2 plus gives 2Al3 plus with 3Zn. Okay, let me write the reaction here. 2Al plus 3Zn2 plus, it will give us 2Al3 plus 3Zn. Okay, هلا if you want to double check your work, you can just look here in the first, in the reactant side عندنا how many Al? 2Al, وhere we have 2Al. طيب here how many Zn? We have 3Zn. 3Zn, correct. So first of all you look at the elements. طيب now you look at the charge. هون charge 2 plus and multiplied by 3 صارت 6 plus, and here we have 3 plus multiplied by 2, so 6 plus, so it's correct. Okay, طيب number 4 says identify the reducing agent and oxidizing agent. So قلنا reducing agent is what is the element that undergoes oxidation, and which element is undergoing oxidation is Al. As you can see here, it's losing an electron. Okay, and the oxidizing agent is the element that undergoes reduction. The element that undergoes reduction is Zn لأنه it's gaining gaining 2 electrons. Okay, so is Zn. By this we ended our session for today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Goodbye.